Sentimental side should be held with kids' gloves. She doesn't know that I left my urge in the icebox. She swears I'm prey for the female. Well, then hook me up and throw me baby cakes, 'cause I like to get home.
Hello. Happy Saturday, everyone. Happy evening, morning, or wherever you are. How the devil is everyone? It's been a minute. What's new on YouTube? So tonight we have something a little different. For once, there is actually some meaning to my title. That's been a bit rare lately. So we all understand the concept of Room 101, right? From 1984, George Orwell. I am good, Margie, thank you. And happy Christmas coming up. I hope 2024 brings you all everything you desire. Yeah, so Room 101 is, I guess, is a metaphor for all those things you either fear the most or hate the most. It was used in the George Orwell novel 1984 as a place of I guess, final torture for the citizen that refused to obey. Room 101 would be what would finally break you. So I thought it might be fun. It could be serious to have some audience participation, folks. That's you guys. And see if we can suggest some of our own personal submissions for things that we love to hate, or hate to hate, or fear in the world, in your lives, on YouTube even. So if some of you guys could maybe have a think about that. I've got a few myself. I've got a long list, so this could be interesting. It could lead to all sorts of discussions. Hey, Hybrid. I think Suzanne's in here as well, so I've got a couple of mods. That's cool. So who thinks this is a killer idea, folks? Room 101. Think of your submissions. Hey, London. Bubsy. Jennifer. It's a funny thing about life, I guess, that it can actually be more fun and interesting to discuss the things that piss us off or freak us out or annoy us than it is to talk about the good things, right? But of course, we need that yin and yang in life, don't we? Hey, Lizzie. Lizzie, we have to do the Madeleine McCann live at some point. We have to do that. We have to do a follow-up. And I'm interested to know what because you were telling me you have some more thoughts, right, on that, on what may have happened there. So I'd love to hear that. Welsh lady is here. Okay, cool. Well, I'll probably said this to you last time, but let me dive back into that case over the next few days, and then I'll reach out to you, and then we can arrange something. New research, awesome. That's a case for me that still is very interesting for a whole bunch of reasons. It can be anything at all, Nara. If we get some good submissions, then we can maybe have a vote, or we can discuss the submissions. We can play devil's advocate and judge the merit of whether your pet hate deserves to go into room 101. There used to be a TV series over here in the UK that folks will remember on this, so it's not my idea, but oh, okay, cool, is it? Oh, well, I look forward to discussing that. Okay, I think Jamie has one. The way the world is gonna turn the war. Or do you mean turn to war? Do you mean war in general? Hey, Bella Vida. Hybrid is obsessed with the Adelson case right now. That's one of those cases that I know a little bit about, but not enough. Yeah, phobias as well. Anything, guys. Anything. And if then actually, I'll put the let me put the link, the panel link into chat. If anyone wants to come up and make their case as well, that would be cool. Always like to encourage you guys to jump up. Yeah, Nana. If you have any ideas right now, drop them in chat here, and I'll try and catch them, and then we can discuss them, have a think about them. Hey, Jenny. So for anyone that's just coming in, Room 101, this is Room 101 represents. Do you think I need a dog puppet? I've got Maria. That's the only puppet I'm interested in. But she won't answer my calls. So for anyone just joining us, Room 101 represents a place where you would like to put all the things you hate the most or fear the most. So I thought it'd be a good idea if we try and discuss a few that we think of each, submit our claims to be entered into Room 101, and then maybe if we get a list of a few, then we can have a vote at the end to see which merit being entered into the incinerator. Men that leave the toilet seat up. Well, there's a few branches that you could discuss from that. I guess men's casual selfishness. Let me write that down. Men's casual selfishness. I don't know if there's a female equivalent. Yeah, Narzan. Myself and Maria are becoming a thing. Something will come to you, Lizzie. Male casual selfishness, which actually reminds me of one I've got on my list that I'll refer to in a sec. Let me take this background off. It's a good one. Okay. Let's number them, shall we? Did I pin that link? I did. Okay, have I missed any? Aloofness. Aloofness. Okay. I like it, Francesca, but I need a bit more. Aloofness in what regard? People that talk with their mouth full. Yes. People that talk with their mouth full. That is annoying. And rather selfish, isn't it? Thoughtless. Class is a rare commodity. Arrogance and ignorance. Self-entitlement. See, there's a few there that can all just go in the same bracket, I think. Annoying character traits. Ignorance. Aloofness. I like it. Loud chewing. Repetitive noise. Yeah, that'll go in there. This is good. Wokeness, Nana, great one. Okay, this is one that I actually thought of. Wokeness, political correctness. Okay, I could talk about this for hours. Repeat the question. Okay, so we're talking about Room 101. Room 101 is from the George Orwell book, 1984, and it represents where you'd like to put all the things you hate the most in life or things you fear the most. And it would be fun if we can submit some of our own, discuss them, and then maybe have a vote at the end to see which deserve to be put in Room 101. It can be about anything in life or on YouTube. But I might have to press a few of you to make your case, right? Oh, Nana. Yeah, that's a big one, right? Fear of losing someone close. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been thinking about this. I think people generally think about this kind of thing, or people that might have passed around this time of year. I don't know why it is, but it does seem to be a kind of universal thing, right? Where um, bereavement is more on our minds during festive times. It's a great book, Ivy. It's a pretty short book as well, I think. Maureen says that's her biggest fear, losing a loved one. Yeah, I think already that's going to be high on the list for what deserves to go into Room 101. Hey, Calamity. Calamity also wants to suggest people talking with their mouth full. Yep, Jennifer. Isn't it the case that it's easier to think of things that annoy us than things that please us? Yeah, see, that's the cool thing about the modern age, Ivy. The fact that we can consume books in the audio form. Oh no, oh, you want me to fix the word to full? Oops. Perfect. Hey, Amy Do. We're coming up with suggestions for what we think deserves to be put into Room 101. So things that we hate the most or fear the most. And then hopefully we can discuss them. Could be fun, and it could be serious. Stupid things like bad weather or major storms. Yeah, that's the thing. Bad weather. Hello, Sandera. Sanderella, sorry. Narcissists and psychopaths in general. I can never spell psychopaths. Hopefully not many of us encounter psychopaths in our lives. Bellavita has a major fear of drowning. No, you've got a good few ones. That's one I thought of as well. Disrespect of police or military. Ivy had a good one. People who cheat. I'll say that'd be high on the list for a lot of people. People who scrape their silverware together or across a plate. Ah, teachers, yeah. Oh, the big bad P word. You're not allowed to say that, apparently. In fact, there's another one. Fear of saying certain words. Do you know how you're not supposed to say suicide? You've got to say unalive. I'm sorry. Murder is a word we've used for how many hundreds of years? If anyone ever catches me saying unalive, then please send me a strongly worded email. Karens, yeah, See, Karens could cover so much, couldn't it? Too much political correctness. Yeah, we're going to get into that in a bit. Wokeness, political correctness. Do you know what one of my main things is? Political correctness in movies, which has been a thing for the last decade or so. Yeah, and Arzan, everyone is having to say that because of YouTube. I refuse to submit to that bullshit. Murder is murder. Unalive. It's like the red pillars and the woke people want to turn the world into a safe space. We have to resist this, people. Hey, Rosebud. Being buried alive. Wow. Fear of... Shall I add that here? Copyright, copyright, copyright. There's a damn good one, Ivy. Copyright. And someone else said fear of losing our free speech. Narzan says, I don't watch much Hollywood. It's so incredibly dumbed down. I leak IQ points. If I see another superhero movie that has to have either a male superhero that has to be saved by a female every time, is somehow weaker than the female character in the movie, I'm not going to be happy. Did we really need Luke Skywalker to have his ass kicked by a female for fear that the world would rise in insurrection because Luke Skywalker was better with a saber, with a lightsaber? Did that really have to happen, guys? Do we have to have every lead character be somehow represented by every race on the planet in every film? To me, that's almost more prejudiced than the other way around. It's patronizing and it's fucking dumb. Senrisa, here is a trigger subject. Do criminals have more rights in our modern day society? They do, without a doubt, yeah. That's a good one. Criminals having more rights. Recently, more rights. That's a Pandora's box of a subject, that one. Look. Will this video get struck just because I've written that word? The big bad P word? Your TV just landed on Rudolph. On Rudolph. Okay, I've got one. Christmas. I'm sorry, guys. Christmas annoys me. I know this is controversial, but do we really need Christmas? Explain why, Rabbit. Well, Margie, because I'm miserable. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. Not letting Christmas annoy you. Yeah, yeah. I know. I know you're supposed to be grinning from ear to ear, ecstatically happy, but yeah, Christmas doesn't do it for me anymore, guys. Obviously, it's great for the kids, right? That's kind of doesn't need to be said, right? But just putting that to the side as obvious. Christmas is annoying. Christmas movies are annoying. The jumpers that people wear are annoying. Having to wrap presents is annoying. Having to buy a box of Christmas cards to send to everyone and making sure you've not left anyone out is annoying. Planning way in advance is annoying. Work nights, work dinners are annoying. Having to be happy to people that you might not like is annoying. Having to hear the inane music is annoying. Having to shop with that music is annoying. Christmas hats, those paper hats that you get from crackers are annoying. Having to wear them is annoying. Having to take constant photographs is annoying. Having to smile constantly in these photographs is annoying. Crowds. There's a good one. Crowds. There's another one I thought of earlier. Um, crowd, and this could be something very relevant for YouTube. Crowdthink, tribalism. There's not one of us that are not susceptible to that. It's at least to some degree. Well, it'd be interesting to get a poll on, like an honest poll, what people really do think of Christmas. If I was to do a poll right here, actually it would be anonymous, wouldn't it, on here? Okay, let's do a poll. What do you think of Christmas? No, hold on. It's only giving me two options. Okay. So this is very specific, okay? Do you love Christmas? So if you think Christmas is okay, you know, it's great for the kids, but you kinda wouldn't miss it, then put a no. Only put a yes if you genuinely love Christmas, guys. Yeah, see, Carrie's on board with me here. I may have swayed the poll here with my diatribe. Oh, it's great for kids, yeah, for sure. It's magical for kids. Jenny can't answer. Yeah, I wanted to put more options, but it only gave me a yes or no. That's a good one, Rosebud. Valentine's Day. I had an ex-girlfriend whose birthday was literally on Valentine's Day. Oh yeah, I should have done that. 50 Shades of Blonde. I'm too lazy though. Yeah, the commerciality of Christmas. Ugh. I'm Shadowband. Shadowband. How about cliques in a community or communities? Oh, okay. Do you mean like clickbait? That's a good one. Clickbait on YouTube. Yeah, that's a big one. I can't believe we've got 21 already. I've got one. I've got a lot here, but here's one that some of you guys are not going to like. But let's talk about it. God. I'd like to put God in room 101. Mosquitoes. See, that's a lot more meaningful than God, right? Mosquitoes are over here we call them midges. You know, little flies. We got a lot of them. How do you spell flies? We got a lot of them over here, especially up in the north. Oh, rosebud, that's a great one. Potato. You guys call them chips, right? We call them crisps. And this is a real thing. They are getting more and more empty packets of chips or packets of crisps. There's no denying that. That's happening. We can all see it, right? And something has to be done about it. You know, it's a gradual thing. Year on year, they just slowly start removing the weight of actual chips that are in the bags and think we won't notice. But we do notice. And with cereal, okay. See, I'm not as familiar with that one. I don't really eat much cereal, apart from maybe some muesli. But guys, these are smashing it here. This is great. This has been a resounding success so far. 24. Hey, Sarah. Oh, Java. I'm with you on that one. I'm a little OCD when it comes to stuff like that. I cannot bear untidiness or uncleanliness. The price of coffee. Yeah, I am a coffee addict, so let's add that to this one here. Bioengineered food. Wow. I keep I'm just not gonna remember that I don't have to write the number right. Bioengineered food. Yeah, I mean it applies to everything, doesn't it? Bars of chocolate as well. Yeah, for anyone that's coming in and needs brought up to speed, we're coming up with things that we hate or fear. Got 26 so far. But does anyone think God deserves to be put into room 101? Huh, you're too kind, sir. Homophobia and transphobia. Yep. Does anyone think that homophobia is more of a problem now than it was, say, 20 years ago? Or is it the case that people in general these days are looking to be offended or are looking for homophobia or racism a little too much where it might not actually be there? Yeah, I should be specific, Nana, about God. So I am, again, a lot of people won't like to hear this, but for me, I think the only rational um, idea that you can have about religion is being agnostic. I guess what I really mean is, so it's a huge open question to me whether God himself exists. Okay, but if we presume he does exist, then I guess what I really hate is the weaponizing of religion or its use to condemn others. Okay, so that's what I really mean. Oppress, yeah. Oh, hybrid. I just went on a hateful monologue about how much I hate Christmas. You must have missed it. So you and I are on the same page. Or are you just, you mean specifically as commercialization? Got you. Yeah, yeah. In the way that even the music industry tailors to Christmas. Okay, I got you, hybrid. Yeah, we've got that there, Sanderella. People that leave the toilet seat up, which I guess, let's just be honest, you're talking about men, right? So what that is really about is male casual selfishness. Does anyone know if there's a female equivalent where females are selfish in regards to men in some way? I can't think of one. Actually, I can think of one. How about this? Objectification of males on YouTube. That's kind of an equivalent, right? That can be annoying. It's mostly fun and good banter, but I guess it can be annoying. Religion and politics. Have we got politics? Yeah, politics. Politics can be annoying, especially politicians. Makeup and false tan everywhere. Oh god. There's nothing more unattractive to me than false tan and too much makeup, guys. It's all about subtlety. Okay, we have to do it. Does BBT deserve to go in room 101? Does Merb? Oh god. Yes and yes. I think we can put them in room 101, but maybe leave the option for them to maybe get back out again. Dorothy, because she's mean to Rabid. Okay. Fuck it. Dorothy can go in as well. Yeah. So if we come up with YouTube creators, then they have the option to escape again, right? But everything else is condemned to room 101 for good. Sarah's got one. Oh, I know. One of the things I can't stand is when men spit in the streets and on the ground. Men spitting. Yeah, that's pretty disgusting. Have some class, guys. Come on. Lateness. Punctuality. I've had a bit of a problem with punctuality in my life. I've got to be honest. But yeah, that's annoying. Blowing's one nose at the table. That's pretty bad. Yeah, that would deserve some violence, I think. Men fumbling with their bits. Epic. Bad breath, bad hygiene. People that think they know it all. Yeah, there's a lot of them, isn't there? Some people think that I'm like that. I've been accused of being arrogant a lot. Arrogant people. This is going to be hard getting this down to a few to vote on. My God. Oh yeah, I have had that, yeah. But I guess that's from people that don't want to like you anyway. But yeah, I've been accused of being arrogant many times. There's worse things to be accused of, right? Your family get together may suck unless you have Jingle Bell Rock on the loop. Slade's Merry Christmas, my God, how much I hate that song. Thanks, Bridget. We've all been thinking, Jennifer, what is the thing about YouTube and toothlessness? Why is that a draw? What draws toothless people to YouTube? You're too kind, Ivy. Guitar Hero on Wii. Is Wii still a thing? We did used to have one of them. I think we played bowling on it continuously. The toothless criminals and grifters. Do you think that's what it is, Sarah? Is there a lot of people on here that are on here because they can't go out in public to interact? Is that what draws in the toothless type? Abby the Spoon Lady. Maybe one factor. There's some weird people on YouTube. No doubt about it. Yep, Margie. What provokes them to calm up is another question, though. Indeed. Self-righteousness. That's a good one. We've got one similar to that, though, right? Oh yeah, this one. Actually, that deserves its own. Self-righteousness. Oh my god. Okay, I've just thought of one. Does anyone hate the way that our grammar now sucks because of predictive texts? I'm positive that I could spell better and my grammar was better when I was like 12. Aren't we all the victims of predictive text and emoji speak and text speak? That we'd never really have to spell the long words as much because a few letters on your phone and up it pops, right? Does anyone else feel that? You all, I think AI is actually misspelling words for real. Well, there's one to think about. Artificial intelligence. Anyone freaked out a little bit by artificial intelligence? We're getting the the chat GPIs at the moment, which is pretty basic artificial intelligence, right? But there's something coming down the line called general artificial intelligence or artificial general intelligence, which is going to be the next step of AI, which is the once that's developed, then that's when the real dangers come into play. The way to think about just normal AI is that what makes it so super intelligent is the speed by which it can research. You know, as soon as it's hooked online, it has the access to all that. But general intelligence is the next step, whereby it can start training itself more. Yeah, so I'm just Googling here because I don't think I gave a good description of that. So AI systems are tailored to do one specific task, whereas general intelligence is obviously more general and they can learn to actually do um, a wider variety of things. But there may well come a point, guys, where AI might decide that the best thing for the human race would be to be eviscerated out of existence for our own good, and there won't be a way to stop it once it's out the box, as they say. Addiction, yeah, addiction. Addiction is a big one. Hmm. Yeah, so Sarah says, yes, AI can be a little scary to think about, but I'm always a little surprised how gullible some people are, unable to detect AI in certain types of videos. Yeah, I mean, AI is, a lot of people don't realize how widespread it is. Even simple things like customer service online. Are you guys having a discussion about reasonable doubt in court cases? Sarah, you were told you look like a West Side soccer mom with money. Well, that's not the worst thing in the world. People who complain but won't try to change their circumstances, from Diane. That's a good one. Um, People over complaining about their circumstances without taking action. That's a good one. And I think that's an issue that's become more widespread recently, I think. Um, it's a lot easier to feel that you are failing or that you are not achieving whatever aims you have in your life because of something external, things that are out of your control. You know, if only life was fairer, right? I would have achieved more. It's a lot easier to think like that than it is to take responsibility and to challenge yourself and to do the hard work, right? That's a really good one. AI meets true crime will be very interesting. Hybrid, I've been thinking about maybe delving into that sometime on here. Um, Pull up a AI chat and ask it some true crime questions. I've actually done that before, just out of curiosity. Oh, yeah, I hear you, Sarah. Yeah, your point is I don't like the judgment upon first meeting without knowing anything about me. Um, yeah. Too quick to judge others. That's a big thing. Which kind of leads on to a big subject, which is profiling in law enforcement. Or in security. That's a big topic. Mo Godot or Godot. Is that a case hybrid, is it? Or a channel? Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? To bring some AI into some of these discussions at some point. Suzanne loves profiling. So when I'm saying profiling, obviously I presume you guys know what I mean, right? Oh, okay, an ex-Google employee. Okay. So we all know that cops get a hard time for profiling a lot. It's even apparently an issue in airport security situations. And people it can get really heated talking about profiling. It's a bit of a trigger for some people. But I think when you unpack it all, you have to profile to a certain degree. But like a lot of these issues, it's all about the nuance, right, and common sense. Nice, Rosewood. Oh, okay, I need to check him out, Hybrid. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, anyone that's seen 2001: A Space Odyssey, um, will understand the potential problems of AI. Oh, hey, niece. Good to see you again. Hope you're well. Hey, Pink. Glad to hear it. I may have missed a few earlier that you guys might have wanted to add to the list. So if I've missed any, then stick them back in here if you're still around. Senrisa, it's a sticky situation. If you're talking about public safety, why would you not use every tool? I could give you an example, but I'd probably get called out. Yeah, it's kind of linked to the issues with wokeness and political correctness. To not be profiling to a certain extent in airport security would just be insane because it's just true that there are certain I mean, if we just talk about terrorism itself, it is just true that at this point in history, it's more likely than not that a terrorist is going to be of a particular race. And we all know that race and religion are two separate things. Terrorism in the modern age right now is motivated through religion. So that being the case, it's not obviously always going to be a certain race, but it's more likely, right? Because of where the particular religion has stemmed from geographically. So with all things being equal, you know, if you just imagine 100 random people coming through airport security, all things being equal, would it be wrong to profile people that looked, that number one, maybe of a certain race, skin tone, and number two, may appear culturally to have, to be bearing fashions that are specific to a culture of a particular religion. Now, just saying what I just said there could probably get you shot in the wrong place. But as far as I can tell, that's unavoidable at this point in history. Yeah, Pink, profiling's a big one, yeah. And yeah, Calamity says illegal border crossers, open borders. Yeah, these topics are linked to a few others, like immigration. You know, what people believe is a righteous immigration policy and what isn't. Okay, guys, I am gonna run to the little boy's room, but I will be coming back if some of you guys want to hang on in here. If you just give me 2 or 3 minutes. I'll tell you what, I'll play some music while I leave, and I shall be back shortly.
I was born in a class by hurricane.
Who was dancing? Yeah, Natasha's uses some great songs. I love the Lily Allen song, and there's one by Sia she plays, which I love, and then there's another one I can't remember the name of it, but it's a really bassy song. It's got great bass in it. Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne is gonna outlive us all. That man's never gonna expire. Oh yeah, I hope so, Jenny. Patsy Cline. Yeah, what a voice she had. And London, Bella Vida. Okay, I'm trying to think. How how can we narrow down this list? Does anyone have any late submissions for Room 101? Then we'll try and uh, get it down to maybe 4 or 5, and then we can have a vote. Aussie as well, fermented, indeed. Him and Keith Richard, they would survive a nuclear holocaust. Crazy. Yeah, I've actually used that song before, Nice, on here. The Decemberists. I must have done Pink because I do recall thinking about that band name. Yeah, the Decemberists. Great name. Nana Sue, it gets eviscerated once it's in Room 101. Apart from BBT, MRB, and Dorothy, they just get put in there for a short time, and then we can unlock it and let them back out. The Perfect Crime. I'll take a note of that, Pink, because I love me music. Hey, Muppets. Do you know what? We need to get to 50. We've got 4 more. We need to think of 4 more things to hate, guys. I've probably missed a few earlier. And then once we get to 50, we shall try and distill it down. And I have to say this, guys. This I don't know if I'm losing my shit or not, but I have to be honest, guys. I felt for MRB when I had a listen to her. Just a short portion of her yesterday. There are a lot of points that were being made in regard to a few things with what she appears to be going through right now, which are obviously valid, right? But I fell for her there when I was the clip I was watching. I've got to be honest, you know. Just viewing that as a human being. I did, yeah, Marjorie, yeah. Doesn't change certain things, right? But um, yeah. Niece, oh, she seems to be struggling with obviously thinking about her loss, right? Um, if you go to her channel, Suzanne, you'll see it. I know, Jennifer, I do. Trust me. I'm not saying this, believe me, in any way to distract from what some people have been saying, right? Which is valid in regard to some observations there, right? I'm just saying on top of that, from one human being to another, I fell for her. And a lot of you guys might think otherwise, right? But maybe that's my weakness. But well, that's what a lot of people that may well be true, Muppets, right? But there are very, very, very few people, guys, right, that are disingenuine 100% of the time. BBT is talking bad stuff about Natasha. What, right now? Or is that one thing you want to submit to this list? See, Nice, this is the thing. There's there are some of us that were there at the beginning with MERB, so maybe that's why maybe I'm observing that slightly differently. Yeah, and Calamity, I see. I agree that whatever problems that she has were pre-existing, whatever traits were pre-existing. I agree with that. Yeah, and I'm not saying this out of you know, to be lauded or anything, right? Or oh my God, I'm just saying it as a fact. How, in regards to my observation of that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been interested in a long time, for a long time. Some of you guys might have seen me using the tagline, "This machine kills people," right? Um, which might seem utterly abstract, but there is something about the machine of YouTube and our interactions with it, because we are really fast becoming machines ourselves. There's something about that machine that I believe has the potential to cause a lot of strange behavior in a lot of people. It's a very unique platform, YouTube. There's nothing special about YouTube, but just the fact that it is the only real huge platform of its kind. There are others, but this is like an Uber monopoly on social media, YouTube, right? Once you start adding into the mix money as well, and which is on top of all the very acute motivations that are already there for any YouTube creator or subscriber, anyone in our community. I don't think we're all, I don't think we all have the tools quite yet to fully understand how to use this place healthily. And some people have less tools than others, right? Um, it's not across the board. But I think it's always important to bear that in mind when we can in this place. I hear you, Calamity, and this is what I'm saying. You guys know how I feel about Merv. I don't like her, and I've called out her. I've called out things more than anyone on her. Hey, J Bert. Right, Bridget. You do never get over the loss of a loved one. It will never. There will never be a day where you're going to be over it. People just learn to live with it somehow. That's the limit to how you can cope with a loss. And almost everyone in here and everyone we see in all these different channels understands that, has probably gone through that. Okay, yeah, see, I only watched the first 10 minutes of her most recent one, Calamity. And I'm just being honest about my reaction to that. Maybe I'm being fooled. I don't know, but I don't think so. And it's bear in mind it's probably easier for me to say what I've just been saying than it is for other people, right? And especially other creators that have a more explicit dynamic with her. Okay, so it is a bit different for me. I mean, obviously I've had my share of stuff from Mer, but I've given it the other way as well. But it's different for me than it is for some other creators, right? That we know about right now. So please bear in mind what I'm not saying and what I am saying. Yeah, Nice, I see you. Oh, hey, Cheryl. So you might be wondering what the hell's on the screen, Cheryl. This is our list of things to hate or fear that we are submitting to be entered into room 101 to be incinerated was hoping we would get to 50, but and then we can maybe try and squeeze it down to 4 or 5 and then have a vote for what we'd like to put in there. Because there's a lot of things it's a lot easier to think of things that annoy us, right, than it is to think of um, the delightful things. That's just human nature, and it's sometimes more interesting. Do you know what? I'll go through. Oh, cool, Lou. Good night. Yeah, yeah. I think Nice and I. Yeah, I think it may be a little different for us than Senrisa. A big fear to die alone, even though we actually all do. Right? Therein lies the reason that religion exists, I think, Senrisa. One of the first things that we understood as human beings thousands of years ago was that people suddenly went to sleep forever. And trying to come to terms with that universally, I think, is what triggered religion into being as a coping mechanism as a species. There is being talked down to or dismissed. Yes, see, William, we have one um, like that. I'll add it in here. Talking down to people or dismissing others. Right, Bridget? See this, Bridget says, but like I said, then my human compassion flips back to empathy. Yes, I should read out the first part of your comment. I found it suspicious. MRB elaborated on her son and his personality after the histrionics clip. It almost seems staged. But like I said, then my human compassion flips back to empathy. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's natural to sway a little back and forth in terms of your observation of others, right? There's never a finality of a judgment. It's malleable. I hear you, Sarah. Yep, I hear you. Like I said, maybe I don't know. Maybe I've got a brain aneurysm developing or something, but that's what I felt. Mama Stone says, every time Rabbit says your name, Cheryl, I think he's speaking to me as my name is Cheryl. And he says, the only reason I haven't outed her lies is my empathy kicks in. And I'm sure that does go on. And I've said it more than anyone, Jennifer, the way that she has accused her enemies of weaponizing her bereavement. Okay, so that obviously happens, but that's not what's going on 100% of the time, right? I don't think. And I might feel different tomorrow. Did we get an answer earlier? Someone said BBT's going after Natasha. Is that happening right now? Or was that a suggestion for the list? Merb might have made the top 5. Yeah. I know Florida. Yeah. Sarah says, I believe there's motive. The issue I keep focused on, those issues are irrelevant to copyright law. Oh, yeah. I mean, she's clearly narrative building. I think we've seen that. Yeah, it's all very smoke and mirrors. Who's live now, Jennifer? Yeah, I think I know what you might be referring to, niece. Mm-hmm. Yep. See, Lynn, if you look on the list there, there's one for that problem. 43. Our grammar now sucks because of predictive text. It's a real thing. Francesca says, I don't see Sarah. Does that mean I'm blocked? Uh, Sometimes people might get blocked by others like years ago and forget. I don't know if you can if you're aware of that, Sarah, or not. Francesca's asking you. Airbag is. Ah, okay, BBT, right. She's live right now. Mama Stone says she can't see you either, Sarah. Well, we're going to narrow this down in a minute, Calamity. I should probably do it now while there's still enough people in here. I'm just trying to think what's the best way to do this. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to go through the list here, okay? I'll try and do it quickly. What I'll do is I'll read them all out first. So we've got male casual selfishness, i.e. leaving the toilet seat up. People that talk with their mouth full, loud chewing. That's number 2. 3. So what I'll do is I'll get you guys to put your number in chat in a bit once I've gone through this list, and just pick one each. Just pick one and we'll see where we are. Number 3 is arrogance, ignorance, or aloofness. 4 is wokeness, political correctness. 5 is fear of losing someone close. 6, bad weather. Actually, pick 3, guys, okay? Pick 3 of these, 1, 2, and 3. Bad weather. 7, narcissists and psychopaths. 8, fear of drowning, buried alive. 9, disrespect of police, the military, or teachers. 10, people who cheat. 12, 11, people who scrape their silverware on plates. 12, pedophiles. 13, fear of saying certain words. Okay, let's just take that one out, right? Because that's just, everyone is going to pick that. 12, fear of saying certain words, which is kind of like political correctness, I guess. Karens. 14, copyright, fear of losing free speech. 15, criminals having increasingly more rights. 16, Christmas. 17, crowds. 18, crowdthink or tribalism. 19, Valentine's Day. Clickbait on YouTube. God. Specifically weaponizing of religion, using it to condemn or oppress others. Mosquitoes or midges. Potato crisps or cereals being mostly empty air. Untidiness or lack of cleanliness. Bioengineered food. Homophobia and transphobia. Objectification on males on YouTube. Politics. Makeup and false tan. BBT, MRB, Dorothy. Men spitting. Lateness. Blowing one's nose at the table. Men fumbling with their bits. Bad breath and hygiene. People that think they know it all. Arrogance. Self-righteousness. Slade's Merry Christmas song. Toothlessness on YouTube. Our grammar now sucking because of predictive text. Artificial intelligence. Addiction. People over complaining about their circumstances without taking action, and too quick to judge others. And 47 is profiling in law enforcement or in security. I don't think I'll be able to get all that on one page. But if you guys want to pick 3 numbers, and I'll tally them up. Seven, 5, 4, 9, 7, 16, 5, 17. 4, 9, 14, 7, 37, 45, 14, 30, 31, 10, 15, scroll down about 3, 4, 10, 2, 7, 21, 13, 5, 13, 31. Three, 7, 26. Green eyes. So people have come up with suggestions for things to enter room 101 here tonight. And room 101 represents the things that you hate or fear the most in life or on YouTube. So we've got a list here. I'll scroll back up to the top here if you want to pick a few, because we're having a vote. Do you know what? I've got an idea. Alright, that's the way to do it. That's them all. The irony, Sarah. Oh, I forgot about the poll. Wow, 139 votes. How do I end that? I can't see how many. Oh, there we go. 64% of you guys love Christmas. 35% don't. Yeah, I think I convinced a few of you. Sanderella coming in with 3. 31. 38. Sarah, Jennifer, can't see you either. Christina, good to see you. 22. 26. And 44. Yeah, see, it could just be from years ago, Sarah. Sometimes it's hard to. Sometimes Google will you will have to unblock someone from Google, and sometimes, and this happens a lot when you're on your phone. It's easy to accidentally block people in chat sometimes. Awesome, Christina. Green eyes, 13, 22, 38, and 39. Pink is working Christmas. Well, I hope you're getting quadruple time, quadruple pay. Margin. Hey, Crystal, 4, 9, and 14. Yeah, and I can imagine it would be a busy time in that field, Sarah and Pink, right? At Christmas. A lot of drunken accidents around that time. You guys came up with so many submissions here that I didn't even really get to any of my own. I'll need to do that next time. Senrisa 18, 21, 43. Oh, did I miss Gentleman Jack? Eh. Yeah, if it was quadruple, you'd work every hour that God would provide. Yeah. Okay, I think we have all the votes in. So let me, Christina says, so the question was things we hate the most, right? Should have asked before I answered. Well, you can pick a few more if you want.
Hey, Rabbit, are you there? Hey, Sarah. Just been super busy. Kind of crazy. I don't know what happened to him.
Can you hear me now? Was I on mute that whole time?
That whole time you were on mute, yes.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, that's what I jumped up for to see. Maybe because we were telling you in chat and you weren't responding. So I thought, okay, maybe if I jump up, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, I was wondering why you couldn't hear me. That'll be why. Okay. See, this is the potential problems of doing a live on your own, guys. I was tallying up the votes in here.
Well, that's what someone said. I glanced at the chat and they're like, he's counting. And I'm thinking, well, is he counting in slow motion? How long does it take to count?
I know.
Okay, well, I'll jump back down into chat now. Just wanted to, I don't know,
Well,
see if we
thank
could
you.
get your attention.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so here we go, guys. Drum roll. Drum roll. I mean, it took me so long that you guys probably tallied it up yourself. So from top to bottom, the winner is narcissists and psychopaths. We're in the true crime community, guys. This is good that we're all on this. That's a big one for true crime. Then arrogance, ignorance, aloofness. Then the third was wokeness and political correctness. MRB makes it into room 101, guys, but she's allowed to leave again after a few hours. Then copyright or fear of losing free speech. And one that I'm pleased to see, disrespect of law enforcement, military, and I should say school teachers. There we have it. So yeah, give yourselves a round of applause, guys. We have eviscerated narcissists and psychopaths, terrible traits, political correctness, disrespect of policemen, military, and school teachers, copyright and fear of losing free speech, and MRB has a day pass in room 101. And I'm not kidding, I didn't even really get to my own list, so I'll be doing this again. Maybe what I'll do is see if we can arrange to get some panelists up to maybe debate a few of the big ones, things like God, for example, or political correctness. True crime. Let's get some, let's see if we can arrange some debates. Everyone likes to hear a good debate. Christina. Yeah, I mean, there was no point in having that one on the list because that's like one of the things that every single one of us would choose, right? Yeah, Pink, you need to congratulate her. Yeah. Do you like the idea of having some debates coming up? Sounds good to me. Because one of the submissions that I was going to choose for Room 101 was aimless YouTube content, which I've been feeling I've been susceptible to of late. So yeah, I literally just cannot do true crime every time. I just can't do it. Right, Francesca? Maybe what I'll do is I'll put out a community post. I'll see if I can choose a topic to debate and ask anyone if they'd like to argue a case for or against and arrange it in advance, so then we'll know if we'll have someone coming up, right? Oh, did you, Pink? Well, we're talking about AI. I think we really do need to have a conversation with AI chat sometime. Um, Debate what? It could be a whole bunch of things, right? We could debate religion. We could debate capital punishment. We could debate gun ownership. We could debate true crime cases, political correctness, or things more specific. Let me look there. Yeah, it could be cool, Cheryl. Or even debate Christmas. I've already shown my cards earlier regarding Christmas, so. Is Scooter still around there? Yeah, that would not be easy, Jenny. I was just about to ask you about that case, Rosebud. Is that out? Is it that letter? Oh wow, I need to get a hold of that. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I need to get out that some of the stuff on that case. See if you can guess, Christina, if I loved Christmas or not. You're correct. Yeah. Yeah, I have a problem with Christmas these days. I thought she was yeah, I thought she was writing a novel. You certainly do, Christina. I'm so miserable. You never know. You never know, Jenny. Pink, have you followed that case too? Yeah, I streamed the sentencing when when the problem with the letter was brought to the judge, or the judge spoke about it. It's been delayed to what, January, is it? Sometime in January? But I didn't know the letter was actually out there. Yeah, well, that was one of the things I was mentioning about Christmas. You know, how we never planned early enough, do we? She signed her letter pro se. So weird. Yeah, see, Pink, I started following the trial, and then I've done this before with trials. Like, I'll get halfway through trying to catch up, and then I don't get through it quick enough, and uh, the verdict beats me to it. But I still want to put stuff out there on this case. Hey, Linda. Most of the list came from Rabid. Yeah, and I'd hardly got to the list that I'd already written down. So clearly, there's a lot of things I don't like. Margie says, debates are good, makes one think. Hear another point of view, strengthens one's own view, or can even broaden one's view. Yeah. I think there's a little too much of um, drama type debates where it's just too emotional and personal. Which, let's face it, guys, we all enjoy seeing that now and again. Nothing wrong with it, but I think it'd be cool now and again to debate some wider topics. Yeah, Christina, you'll hear my rant on Christmas if you replay this. I should have asked you, Christina, do you like Christmas or not? We actually ran a poll on it, and it was a lot closer than I thought it would be. I think it was, what, 60% of people loved Christmas, and 40% did not. So maybe I made a good case. Welsh ladies with me. Alright, guys, I think that's a wrap. That was pretty cool going through something a bit different, right? And I'm sure we can do it again sometime. I'll put out a community post once I come up with a idea for a more formal debate, maybe. That could be cool. Oh, I know that one, Christina. Yeah, Ezra McCandles. Yeah. Is that going through trial again right now? 'Cause I keep seeing it coming up on YouTube. But yeah, that's a hell of a case. Yeah. Yeah, I've not seen enough of it though, Christina, that case. And you, Jenny. Thanks again, Suzanne and Hybrid for modding, and Cheryl as always. And no longer do we have to fear narcissists and psychopaths and terrible character traits, guys. They have entered room 101. Yep, over and out. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of the weekend. I'm sure we'll see you around. Hopefully someone goes live after this. All right, good night, guys. See you next time.